Insomniac. Very cute name. How did you meet your husband, and what are your top underrated things to do in NYC as a local? So, how did I meet my husband? That's actually a funny story. My husband was actually dating this girl that I knew in high school. But flash forward when I was 28, I just got out of a relationship, like 4.5 year relationship, and it ended really bad. And about like 3 months later, my husband DM'd me on Instagram. He slid into the DMs, guys. I knew of him, he knew of me, but we never had conversation before. And he started talking to me through there because I posted, I was making myself coffee and it was late at night, and he's like, should you be drinking that? And I think I was like, shouldn't you mind your business? Or I don't know how how it came about, but we started talking and eventually met up. But I knew him and he knew me. Like, I saw him out so many times before that as well. It's funny, when I used to work in a tanning salon when I was going for my master's, he came into the salon to tan once, and I remember I was sitting on the couch that they had in the front, and when he was walking out, he looked like so mad, and I thought he was like giving me dirty looks. I'm like, is this kid for real? And then I was like, oh my god, wasn't that so and so's ex-boyfriend from high school? Because at this time I was like 21. But yeah, so isn't that crazy? And then he also told me that when I was younger, like 15, he was in the car with me and a friend once before. We had like a mutual friend, and he said that that friend was giving him a ride somewhere, and I was in the car with him. I don't remember, but crazy. What are your top underrated things to do in New York City as a local? So already I'm going to tell you, there's so many underrated things to do in New York City, and when you live in New York, you take the city for granted. I know that for a fact. My husband does, because he hates New York, but I love New York and I love Manhattan. Just walking in Manhattan, going to like 3rd Avenue where all the big stores are, the big like really like bougie ass stores, so nice. Like just going to the Empire State Building or visiting the Statue of Liberty, taking ferry rides, going to the Hudson Harbor. Like, just there's so many different things, honestly. Even going to your local corner store, like we have the luxury in New York to have these corner stores that are open 24 hours. Whatever you need, you can always get. Super convenient, and they're literally like, typically we call them bodegas. They're typically, it's like a Spanish terminology, but we've all every New Yorker has adapted to it. You could find a corner store literally at like 2 to 3 blocks away from your house. Some people are even lucky to have it at the corner of their block. But there's just so many things, and the restaurants. I mean, New York, there's always something to do in New York. It's just a matter of going out and doing it. Broadway shows, dinners. If you're into the like clubbing life, bar life, New York is the spot. Like when I was younger, clubs, bars, always in Manhattan. Like, oh my gosh, you're just always definitely guaranteed to have a great time, and the diversity is 100, and everyone is accepted here, and we just love everybody. And like, I don't know, it's just amazing because you'll have like your true New Yorkers, you'll have your tourists, but everyone comes together when you go out, and it's fun. It's really fun. It's always a good time. Granted, New York has changed a little bit recently due to some political things, but we won't get into that. But I'm not gonna say it's the same New York as when I was younger, because it's changed a lot. But it's still good. It's still good. Okay, then we have from Nikki, what type of ASMR do you listen to? So I love any ASMR. I am an ASMR girly, like to its fullest. I enjoy fast and aggressive. I YouTubers. I watch like fashion people who do like fashion hauls or just like everyday accessory hauls, things like that. I also enjoy true crime stuff. That's like a big one that I really like as well. I used to do it more back in the day. I mean now once in a while, but those are like my main YouTube things. And of course, like anytime I need a tutorial on something, I always go to YouTube. You seem super organized. Are you like that in your everyday life? Guys, I strive to be organized. I really, really do, because especially as I've gotten older, I like to know where everything is. So when I'm in a pinch, I can get what I need and go. But it doesn't always happen that way. But yes, I really try to stay as organized as I can. But it doesn't always happen. But listen, there's days that like my room will be a mess or whatever, and the problem is then I get anxious because then I feel like it's just getting out of hand. And then when I put everything away and everything's organized, I feel so good. But like, of course, I have down days. I'm not always organized, like by any means. What's something you can't live without? That's a good one. You trying to trick me, girl? That's a good one. Something I can't live without. I think I can't live without the love of my family, my friends, and people around me, right? Because to me, that's the most important thing in life. Okay. Sweet pea Sarah wrote, I love this idea. What's your zodiac sign? Girl, I'm surprised you don't know my zodiac sign. I stay talking about my zodiac. I am an Aquarius through and through. I am the definition of an Aquarius. If you read about Aquariuses, I am the Aquarius. Like, I am the mother of... No, I am an Aquarius. I love my sign. I feel like it's true to me. Even though sometimes they say, like, Aquarius could be very aloof and cold-hearted. I'm not that aloof. I'm more outgoing. But as I'm getting older, I don't know, I'm starting to think maybe they got something going on there. Who are some of your top favorite ASMR artists? Oh my god, girl. I'm not gonna lie, I was dreading this question because I have so many that it's so hard for me to answer. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't like answering these questions because I feel like I'm always gonna forget someone and it's gonna bother me, because there's so many people that I listen to that I can't keep track of all of them. There's too many. And then I have ASMR friends that I love to support and I watch them too, so I just don't want to screw it up. But girl, any ASMR artist you can think of, I've probably watch or am watching. So yeah, that's the answer to that one. I'm sorry I can't give you a solid answer. I just don't want to hurt anyone's feelings if I forget someone. Okay, Cecilia4534 said some questions. You don't have to answer all of them if you don't want to, girl. I'm gonna answer all of them if I can. How many pets do you have? So right now I only have one, and that is my husband's Bengal cat. But I'm his stepmommy, clearly, because my husband got him before I met him. I used to have a Doberman. He passed away. I believe it's 3 years now, or 3 years. I miss him so much. I loved him. Okay, what's your favorite movie or TV series? Ooh, girl. So I love mobster movies. So like I literally love The Godfather. I love all the mobster movies. I even Scarface. Oh my gosh, I'm such a dude when it comes to that. Like I love mob movies. TV series. Oh, also hold on. Twilight is another favorite movie of mine. Cannot forget that. TV series, Vampire Diaries, True Blood, Game children, or like how to show you how to make crafts for kids or activities to do with kids. But that was like short-lived. It wasn't really growing. Like I don't know, I wasn't really invested in it too much, because ultimately at that time I really wanted to make an ASMR channel, but I just didn't have the cojones. Am I saying that right? The cojones, the balls to do it. And during COVID, I was like, F it. Like, I was out of work. I was like, I'm doing it. I don't care how old I am. I am starting, because this is something I always wanted to do. I started listening to ASMR when I was in college. I was like 18 or 19. And, like, I always wanted to make a channel then, but I couldn't because of school and everything. And then life just happened. And when I fast forward to when I was 25, I wanted to do it, and then I don't know why I didn't. I think I was like nervous. So then I did this other channel, and then that didn't do good. So when COVID happened, I was like, we're going into, like, I'm doing it, I don't care. Like, this is my time. And that's how that happened. Okay, Water Tigress 9328 asked, what's your love language? Oh, my love language. So I am definitely the type, I give like a lot of like encouragement, words of endearment. I am also a gift giver. That's the way I show that I love someone. I always want to pamper them or give them things to make them happy. But I'm also like a motivator. If I love you, like, I'm gonna motivate you to do good, and that also has to do with friends too, you know. What are your pet peeves? Ooh, this is a good one, because I have a lot. So, first of all, people who are rude, you could get smacks any day, so test me. I hate rude people, like people who are just nasty for no reason. Like, don't take your bad day out on me, and I will call you out. If you're having a bad day, don't take it out on me. I didn't do anything to you, okay? We all have bad days, so no need to take it out on people. I just don't like rude people. I think it's just so unnecessary to be rude to people. We all go through shit in life, and I don't need to meet a stranger or meet someone or have an interaction with someone, and you're gonna be rude with me. Like, you better check yourself. That's like a big pet peeve. Now, if we're gonna go into minor pet peeves, so this is something that I get really mad. My husband does it sometimes. I hate when people hold a spoon or a fork in this position and they scoop the food up like this. Like, no, that's not how you eat. You don't hold your spoon or your fork like a toddler, because you're not a toddler. Okay, here's the motorcyclist trying to show off. Anyway, I do not like that. I hate when people fist grasp their utensils and eat like they're cave women or cavemen. It literally is one of my biggest pet peeves. It turns me off so bad. It literally, if I tell you, I could see the hottest person in the world eating like that, and my stomach starts to turn. Like, it's just like, okay, cave woman or caveman, like, please go back to your cave. Like, who taught you how to eat like that? Who eats like that other than toddlers? Stupid. That's really like a little pet peeve of mine. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else other than the fist thing and being rude. I think those are my main two things, guys. Okay, what 3 superpowers would you choose to have? Oh, this is a good one. So actually, Genie ASMR had something like this. It was a question in here and I answered it. Okay, so one of my top superpowers that I would want to have is the power of healing. So I could heal people, whether it's physical, emotional. I would love to be a healer. My second superpower would be to teleport. A bitch would be traveling everywhere. Teleport. And the third would be, okay, so this one's tough. I don't know if I want to read minds or if I want to compel people like vampires do. I think back down so I could get the shirt and check out, you know, like to do fun stuff like that. Like, you know what, you're gonna gift me that new Mercedes truck, like stuff like that. I would do funny things. Okay, who are your favorite fictional characters? Anyone who's a vampire is my favorite fictional character, like Edward and Bella. I just love vampires, like Stefan Salvador and Damien. Oh, like I just I love me my vampires. You know, I wish someone would have asked me what fictional character would you want to be. I would totally be a vampire or a witch. Nah, vampire. Yeah, I would definitely be a vampire. I love vampires, guys. I don't know what it is. Is there like a word for someone who like loves vampires? Because that's me. Okay, Sid. Oh, my girl Sid. She commented, I think, underneath her own channel, but it's ASMR sessions with Sid. She wrote, "Yay, what's your favorite food?" Oh, girl, my favorite food is pasta. I am a carbohydrate girly to its fullest. I'm trying now not to eat too many carbs, but I love any pasta dishes. Can you tell I'm Italian? Can you tell? What inspired you to get into the type of work that you do? So, I originally wanted to be a guidance counselor. Crazy, right? I wanted to be a guidance counselor to help, you know, teenagers, whatever, peers, all this stuff. And then my dad sort of discouraged me, but I'm happy he did because I love my profession now. But my dad's like, you know, like, there's only 1 to 2 guidance counselors per schools. Like, how are you gonna get a job? It's gonna be very competitive. It's gonna take a while. Like, are you sure that's what you want to go into? And you know what? I was on the fence because I have a personality that if I'm positive about something, no one's gonna sway me otherwise. But I was on the fence. So I said, you know what, Dad? Like, you're right. Like, I don't think that that's what I want to do because I'm scared that I'm not gonna have a job by the time I get out. So then I was like, you know what, let me go into teaching. Thank God that when it was time for my master's, I did student teaching in a classroom where there were children who had disabilities, and I just gravitated toward those kids so much more because I felt like they really needed someone who had patience and they deserved a fair chance in their education. And some of the teachers that I would see, they were like just what's the word? I mean, other than not having patience, they were a little cruel, you know. And I was like, oh man, there needs to be less of this and like more people who have compassion in this field. So I said, you know what, screw this. I'm gonna go into teaching children with disabilities. Like, I don't want to do general education. Like, I want that challenge. I don't, you know, like, I could do it. Like, it was more that I felt like it was more rewarding. I can't really word it, but I felt like it was more rewarding, and I felt like with my character, that's where I needed to be. Because I'm very compassionate, guys. Like, literally, like, I really am. If I have to say one good quality about myself, is that I am a compassionate person. I really feel for a lot of people. Sometimes I feel like I'm like an empath. Is that the word? Because I just pick up on emotions from other people, like, really quick. Anyway, so long story short, I ended up getting my master's in you know, teaching children with disabilities. Then I taught children with disabilities for 3 years, and then I ended up in evaluations, and I love doing evaluations. And you know why, guys? Because I don't see the same kids every day, and I meet all different type of kids, and it's just what's your favorite place in New York City to go to? Oh my gosh, there's so many favorites. It's so hard, but there's one restaurant that I love, and it's called Del Frisco's, and it's so expensive, but it's so good, guys. It's amazing. The food is chef kisses. The view is beautiful, and it's literally right on Broadway, and it's such a vibe. It is literally such a vibe. Okay, then thank you for your questions, by the way, everyone who's already asked. Then we have Kim, Angel on My Shoulder. How did you come up with your channel's name? Kim, it's so funny because I was literally thinking so hard, like, what the hell am I gonna make the channel name? What the hell am I gonna make the channel name? But I was so eager to start the channel that I didn't want to waste too much time on thinking of a name. So I said, you know what? I want it to be something that anyone would click on. So what channel name would anyone click on? Because I want them to understand that my ASMR is for everyone. And as I said it out loud, I'm like, bitch, ASMR for everyone. But instead of the words 4 and 1, just put the number, because that was the Y2K in me, the 80s baby that I am, came out and was like, we're gonna put the number 4 and the number 1. Granted, afterwards I was like, oh man, I could have made it more cutesy, more whatever, but I'm like, no, I'm sticking to it because to me it's original for me, because I literally had said to myself I wanted to be an ASMR channel for everyone. And as I said it, I was like, girl, right there, ASMR for everyone. So that's where that came from. It's actually a cute story, and I don't think anyone's ever asked me, so thank you, Kim. What's your pet peeve? I've already answered that one. If you could be an animal for a day, what would it be? I want to be a freaking panda, because I don't know if you guys see clips of pandas, but they're so damn funny. They're just clumsy as fuck, and they just like roll around and like fall off branches, and they're just like little butterballs, and like that's me. I mean, I'm not clumsy, but I just want to be a little clumsy thing. Or if not a panda, I would love to be a dolphin, because I love the water and I feel like they're so intelligent. So I would love to be a dolphin too. Okay, Luna Lullaby ASMR. Hey girl, what's your top choice if you could travel anywhere right now? Oh girl, that's a tough one. Girl, anywhere where it's tropic, palm trees, white sand, clear water. Count me in. You could come with me. We'll go right now. Any tropical, beautiful island is where I would want to go. What would you want to do / see there? Oh, okay. I would like to just go to a beautiful island where I could relax on the beach, get in the water, maybe get a nice spa treatment, maybe sightsee some beautiful like caves underwater, or like go in a canal, a rainforesty type vibe. I don't know, but that's what I'm feeling right now in the moment. Jules, Italy wrote, where have you traveled to and where would you like to travel to? So Jules, I've been to Italy before, obviously my motherland. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Florida a few times. I've been to Puerto Rico, and I think, and Dominican Republic. So 5 different places. I would like to travel more. I just haven't had the opportunity to, but I really, really want to travel more, and I think that's gonna be my next thing, is to start implementing traveling a little bit more to different places. Cozy K ASMRKAY, beautiful. She wrote, yay, I'm so excited for this. I've always wondered what's your Myers-Briggs personality type is. I'm INFP and you give off somewhat similar vibes. Girl, you know what? I took this test. I took it. 7751 wrote, hello dear, I have some questions, so keep well. How are you? I'm doing okay. To be honest guys, I'm not having, the past week has not been good for me, but that's for another day. How old are you? I am 35. Do you know that I have to literally think about it because for some reason I'm like forever 30. I don't know what happened after 30, but I stopped counting. But I am 35. What do you like to do outside of ASMR? So outside of ASMR, I'm constantly working, but if I'm not working, I love to socialize with my friends. I love to be around my family. I love to read. That is my new thing. I love to be creative. I love to shop. I love to organize. And yeah, that's pretty much it. What is your favorite animal? I love all animals, guys. Like, I am an animal lover, except I don't love bugs or mosquitoes. That I don't love. But other than that, I love every animal. What is your favorite trigger? My favorite trigger is tapping with long nails, long nails. I also love lip gloss plumping and candle tapping. It's like chef kisses. Do you have pets? Yes, I answered that. I only have one cat right now, my husband's cat. Miss Lori Latte ASMR wrote, what are some of your favorite cosmetics and skincare brands? I love Lori, of course she would ask this. Lori, I mean everything and anything under the sun, to be honest. I don't have a favorite because I use so many. Glow Recipe, anything from Dior, LMS, Elf. Oh my gosh, like literally, I don't have a favorite because I feel like every product is just so good in its own ways. Summer Fridays, I mean Glow Recipes, I think my top that I use a lot, but I really love everything. I really do. I don't have a favorite, but anything you guys see in my hauls, those are the things that I like. I'm sorry, I just can't think of it off the bat because there's so many of them. Favorite movies and TV shows from It's Aquira Faisal. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your channel name. I answered that already. Miss Alyssa Jordan, what's your current go-to lip combo? I've always obsessed with every lip look you do. Thank you so much, girl. My favorite lip combo is My Essence waterproof lip liner in the shade Because Duh, and I always top that lip liner off with my Dior lip oil in mahogany. That's my favorite lip combo. ASMR Owl, hey girl, if you could play any role in a film, past or present, who would you play and why? Oh shit, girl, that's an intense one. I don't know. Oh man, that really just hit me off guard because that is a tough one, and I wouldn't really say I'm a movie guru or like a TV show guru. I'm not good with that stuff, so like, shit. It would have to be a crazy movie. I would like to be in a crazy movie, or maybe like an action thriller mystery, like make me the main character of something like that. And I think I would do good. What's the last ASMR video you watched? Oh shit, I actually know because I just finished watching it before I started filming, because I kept my air conditioner on in my office so it would get cold in here, and I was watching Freya ASMR, our July book reads. That girl's freaking amazing. I love her whispers, and her book content is just like amazing. I love her channel in general, but she's the last video I just watched. If you could eliminate one trigger from ASMR world, what would you remove? Oh man, spit painting. I think it's disgusting, and I don't think it's cute, and I don't think it's tickly, and I don't like it. I don't know why you guys like it. But to each his own. So I don't want to judge you. If you like it, do you, boo boo? But don't give me no spit painting stuff. I do not like it. Okay. Then we have Laura B3316. Hey girl, she's so sweet. Funny story with Laura. She actually won one of my giveaways, and she's like, girl, your hair is so long. And I'm like, how the hell does she know how long my hair is? And she said one of my hairs was stuck to the candle. I was so embarrassed. I'm like, oh my god, I am so sorry. Like, my hair just gets everywhere. I am so sorry. So sorry, but it was so funny at the same time. But embarrassing. Because, like, I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? Anyway, love you, girl. She's the sweetest. So she wrote, hey, Bella, as a wife and mom, I totally understand how annoying and rude some questions may be. So I'm not going to ask anything to do with certain topics. Oh, girl, you could have. I am so easygoing, guys. Like, I don't know if you guys know that about me, but nothing really affects me. Even if I get a negative comment, I'm literally cracking up. Like, just know, like, it's very hard to get underneath my skin unless you're rude to me or you're attacking me about something that's like ridiculous. But otherwise, I am the type of person who laughs at like people trying to put me down. So like that's just my character. But I would never get annoyed by any of my subscribers who mean well. Like, I never would. Anyway, so she wrote, I'd love to know what made you want to start your ASMR channel besides COVID, and why ASMR. So I answered that earlier, girl. I would hope you guys are listening to the whole video, because I did answer that. I'd also love to know what your hobbies are outside of loving makeup and reading. Love ya. So outside of makeup and reading, I have a 420 habit. If you know, you know. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get into it because I don't really like to talk about that like on my YouTube channel. If you know, you know. Snoop Doggy Dog. Okay, but that's like not really a hobby. That's just like something that I like to do at night, to relax and unwind, and not every day, recreationally. Let me think. What else? Wow, that's it. That I said that was a hobby. Hanging out with my friends, which I already said. Friends and family, my nieces and nephews. I love them. Like, I just love being around people who love me and that I love unconditionally. It just makes me feel so good. And I just love laughing and having a good time. So if I can go out with my friends, or like I said, be around my family, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to think what else. Like, what else do I do? I don't really have any other hobbies besides that. Like, I feel like I just work so much, and ASMR like is my second like little job in a sense. And reading, which you already said. Outside of that, and obviously, you know, makeup, I don't really have, I get creative with things that I make for ASMR, but that's really a girl. I don't know, maybe I'm boring, I don't know. Okay, I'm sure a lot more questions will come to me after I hit send on this. That is so funny, because that's how I feel when someone does a Q&A and I ask them questions. But thank you so much, girl. Abby P, if you could only recommend one book you think everyone should read, what would it be? Shit. Why are you guys giving me tough ones? I have a lot of books that I like, and I feel like it's so hard to recommend one book for everyone, because like books are not one size fits all. Because I always say in my videos, books are so subjective, and what I think is great, you might hate. What you hate, I might think is great, vice versa. You know how that goes. But I really love The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, our first one. I would not recommend the second or the third. Not that I think everyone would have to read it. So I don't know. I don't think I have a suggestion for everyone, to be honest, when it comes to books, because I don't think I read books for everyone. Like, because I like smutty mystery thriller, you know, and I haven't read I have when I was younger, but like a book that's inclusive to everybody, I don't know. I'm so sorry, girl, I don't know. Okay, Almi Mick 2010. Hey sweetie, very glad for Q&A. I just have one question. Have you given any thoughts to Patreon? More of your sweet personality and your relaxing videos would be bliss. Much love. Girl, thank you so much. I've been really dabbling with the thought of Patreon. I am not gonna lie. I've been asking my friend Lullaby Leah. I harass her all the time, like, girl, should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I do it? Should I not I'm just concerned because I don't want to ever not be able to put out enough videos for Patreon or for YouTube, or like get stuck in Patreon and then not put enough videos out for my YouTube people, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just nervous because I have the type of personality where if I do something, I give it my all. So I don't want to bend myself and put myself in so many different things that then like I'm depleted or I'm drained or I can't reach my goal for what I'm trying to do. But maybe I could do a Patreon and do like maybe 2 to 3 videos or 3 videos minimum, not give like a set. I don't know how it's really done, to be honest, but I have been flirting with the idea. It's not completely out. I want to say I'm 50-50 on Patreon, so I will obviously let you guys know if I ever open up a Patreon or like a YouTube membership or whatever the heck, like a separate thing, you know. I would really like to, because there's certain things I don't talk about and certain things I wouldn't do on my channel that I would like to do there, you know. And when I do giveaways and stuff, I would like to do it on a Patreon. At least I know anything I'm giving away is going to like my real subscribers, you know what I mean? Okay, Jenniferia 7153. What are your favorite foods? Do you like scary movies? I do. I love scary movies, first of all. Me and scary movies like this. What are your favorite foods? Girl, I love pasta dishes. I was talking about this earlier. Anything involving pasta is me. I love it. Okay. The butchery. How are your eyes doing? I saw your health video and just wanted to make sure you're okay. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. My eyes are, I'm still on the same shit. I have not gone yet to the specialist for the surgery. So I've spoke about it in a video a long time ago. I have a lacrimal gland prolapse. Basically, my tear duct gland prolapsed and is like chilling on my eye. It sounds horrible. I just have like a bubble on my eyelid, and the bubble on my eyelid is my tear duct gland, and it sucks because I'll tear from that eye a lot, and I really need to get the surgery done. I think I'm gonna do it in the winter, because I tried already to reach out to 2 different doctors, not successful, and then one doctor I was going to go to, I read her reviews, and people were like, she went to Harvard, because she was a doctor in Manhattan. She went to Harvard, and people were writing, don't be fooled just because she has a Harvard degree, she's a terrible surgeon. And I'm like, shit. So that scared me, and now I don't want to go to her anymore. So I have to find another doctor, and I'm just so nervous because it's my damn eyes, and I don't want anyone to mess up my face. Like, that's why I would never do plastic surgery on my face. Like, I am so scared. I don't know how these celebrities like do this shit, because I would be so nervous, like, that someone would fuck up my face, because it's your face. That's the first thing people see is your face, and I'm just like nervous. I'm really nervous, but I'm gonna go for consults hopefully in the fall, winter time. Thank you so much for asking. That really means a lot that you like even remembered. I really appreciate it. Rin Angel said simple, but the only thing I could think of, what was the most embarrassing moment in your life that you could remember? I had a few embarrassing moments in my life, but I believe I told this story before. So one, when I was very young, I was sheltered growing up, guys. I was really sheltered. My mother was off the boat Italian, like super old school. She had me when she was 40, but she came from like a very strict background, and she raised me and my siblings to be like that, obviously. And when I was young, like, my dad worked a lot, so like I didn't really watch sports. Like, we weren't the all-American family, you know what I mean? We were the Italian family with some American on the side. So like I didn't know about baseball or like sports or things like that. And my neighbor was like, do you want to come know anything about baseball. I just wanted to get out. So I asked my mom, and she's like, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. So I went, and it was my turn to hit the ball, and I hit it, and I was fucking good. That ball went full iron. I don't know where the hell it went, but all of a sudden, the father of the kid who invited me to play baseball starts yelling at me. Motherfucker, no, I'm kidding. Starts yelling at me, go, run home, run home. So I was like, run home, and he's yelling at me. So my little naive ass, okay, starts running back to my house. So I'm running to my house, and as I start running to my house, I start crying, because I'm like, this man is yelling at me, like, for what reason? Like, why is he, I thought I did good, and he's yelling at me to run home. So I'm running home, and I'm crying, and I get inside, my mom's like, what, Grizia, what's wrong, you know, in Italian, obviously, and she's like, che successo, you know, like, what happened? So I told her, Ma, and I started telling her he was yelling at me. He told me to run home. He doesn't want me to play with them anymore. Like, why would he yell at me? And I was crying and crying. And then, like, literally 2 seconds later, the doorbell rings, and my mother's like, she goes to the door, and his name was Jack, and she's like, Jack, what happened, Jack? With, like, her, you know, like, broken English. And he's like, I don't know. He's like, she just ran home, but I was telling her to run home for the baseball game. So my mother starts cracking up. Like, she didn't really understand, but I think she knew. And she explained to him, like, I never played baseball before. I didn't know. So he started laughing, but he felt so bad because I was crying, and I refused to go back out. I was so embarrassed. I never wanted to see my neighbors ever again after that. I think I had to be like 8 or 9. Yeah. I didn't want to go back out ever again. And my mother forced me to leave the house. She's like, you're gonna get over this shit, okay? You're gonna go outside. So I was like, okay. But it was so embarrassing for me. But like, I didn't know any better. I literally didn't know any better. So yeah, that was fucking really embarrassing. Thinking back on it, like, I actually feel bad for Jack, the guy's dad, because he was yelling at me, and he must have felt like shit. And I was like I still am. I was such a respectable kid. Always please, thank you, yes sir, no ma'am, like, type child. And if an adult ever told me to do something, I always listened, because that's how I was brought up. Like, my mother would look at me sideways, guys, and I would sit down and shut the fuck up. Like there was no joke in my house, okay? So, like, this guy yelling at me really traumatized my ass. But meanwhile, he just wanted me to run home because we would have got a point, because I hit a home run, basically. K. But little K didn't know that. Little K did not know that. I told this story a long time ago on my ASMR channel or on someone's collab. I don't remember now, but yeah. Thank you for asking me that question. Emma ASMR, who I miss tremendously. Hey, Emma, I hope you're doing good, girl. She said, if you could pick one profession for the rest of your life, what would it be? You know what? I don't know. I love my profession, so I don't know if I would change it. Actually, if I could get the degree without doing the work, I would love to be a surgeon. Ooh, I would love to be a surgeon. Oh yeah, I'd have a yacht. Yep, I'd have a yacht. We'd be doing yacht ASMR, guys, on my yacht. But I'm only saying that because I know they make a lot of money. But they also help people. So, you know. But I love my profession. But if I had to change, I think I would do that. If you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be? Stop giving a fuck about what anyone thinks about you. And I still need to give myself this advice, because still, 35 years old, and I still care about what other people may think about me. And it's so funny because so many people I'm around are like, why? Like, especially you, like, why would you care? And I'm like, I don't know. I think it was just, once again, how I was raised. But if I had to give my younger self advice, I wish someone would have told me that when I was younger. Like, stop caring what other people think, instead of always being told to act the right way, you know, and this and that. Even though don't know. It's a catch-22, but yeah, like, don't give a shit. Like, be you, because you're a good fucking person. That's what my advice would be. ASMR corta. I know you wouldn't leave New York ever, but hypothetically, if you would, where would you move to? Corta. Listen, yes, I would not leave New York, but if I had to move somewhere else, where the hell would I go? I don't know. This is tough. Oh, maybe like to live on an island. Oh, I would like that. Yeah, to live on an island. Do I have to work? Because if I have to work, then I'm not gonna live on an island. But if I don't have to work, I'll go live on an island. What is something no one knows about you? Cortita. Something no one knows about me. Shit, this is a tough one. I'm an open book, so I feel like there's a lot of things. Oh, well, no, people know that about me. I was gonna say I'm hot-tempered. I really am, guys. I love hard, but I freaking, when I'm mad, you better bring the Pope to come and give me an exorcism, because I am next level. Like, I don't know what it is about me. I could be the sweetest, loving thing. When you get me mad, I am an animal. I am an animale. But something that no one knows about me? I don't know, Gorda. That's tough. Like I said, I feel like I'm an open book, and there's a lot of people know how I am because I'm so honest, and I'm not really reserved. Especially things of myself. But I'm trying to think like what is something no one knows about you? Damn. I don't know. I don't think there's not one thing that anyone doesn't know about me. Outside of like a lot of my family and friends don't know I have an ASMR channel. Does that count? I don't know if that counts. You guys know I have an ASMR channel, but a lot of friends and family don't, and my coworkers don't. It's like my big like secret. Nobody knows, you know. Okay, what are your favorite songs right now? So that song Dandelions. I'm in a field of dandelion, praying on everyone that you, or something like that you'll be mine. I don't know if you guys know that song. I hear it a lot on YouTube. I don't know, I haven't really like been listening to music like that. Sabrina Carpenter, Espresso, that one too. I'm working late, my finger. You know that one, like that little teeny bopperish one. But it's good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a favorite song. Anything that's upbeat and that like gets me moving and like makes me want to shake my ass. Like, yeah, those are my favorite songs. But I don't know. We just have to like play a whole bunch of songs and figure it out. Okay, then the last question is from Jenniferia 7153. Why don't you show your face, and will you ever? No pressure, I could just tell you're beautiful. Girl, I'm liking that comment because that is so freaking sweet. I want to do a face for real, guys. I'm just not sure when I want to do it, but I would like to do it because I feel like my subscribers should get to know who's behind the camera. Like, you should get to see this face at least once, so you know who I am, or you know what I look like, even though it doesn't matter, right? For ASMR, do you really need to know what someone looks like? Maybe I'll stay your mystery gal for a while. I don't know. I still haven't figured it out. I know some of you think I'm gonna do it for 20k, but I don't think so. I don't know. Or maybe I will. Or maybe, just maybe, if I do a Patreon, maybe I'll show my face for Patreon. Just a thought. Don't put this in the Constitution. Like, do not write this down. This is not Bible. Don't like quote me on it. I'm just throwing out ideas. But I would love doing like a skincare routine where like you can see my whole face and this and that. And then there's other times that I'm like, okay, are you crazy? Like, do you want people at your job and everyone to eventually find out you have a channel? Like, are you ready for that? And I'm not ready for that. So I go back and forth. And then, like I said, there's times where I'm like, it's ASMR. Do you really need to see my full face for ASMR? Because ultimately, we're here for the sounds. Granted, the visuals, but I try to make everything visually pleasing for you. I want you guys to love me for, not by the way that I look. I want you to love me for the content that I produce and for my personality and for the love of the art of ASMR. But I will do a face for real one day. It's in the making. I'm thinking about it. I'm flirting with the idea. Yeah. I'm scared I might like it. I'm scared I might like it. I might not be this mystery girl anymore. No, I'm only kidding. But I definitely am thinking about doing it. I could always do a face reveal and then go back to my, our regular content, but just so you guys get to see me and we get to, you get to vibe with me and see my whole face and see my eyes and see me as a person. But thank you, girl. You were very sweet for that comment. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. Thank you so much for sticking through this Q&A video with me. If you made it this far in the video, this far in the video, drop a microphone emoji in the comments just so I know that you stuck it through because you wanted to know more about me. That means a lot. That really does. So let me see a little microphone emoji if you've made it thus far. And even if you haven't or you fell asleep, it's totally fine. I still love you guys so much. Like, literally so much. I say it all the time. If it wasn't for my subs,